So when it comes to pricing your agency or your consulting services, and if you're lost a little bit here, you need to understand the first thing, which is what Alex Hormozi talks about, and you probably know this by now, but you need to raise prices if it's not communicating value, right? So people just give you that commodity as it, they just see you as everybody else, it's probably the price is not communicating value. And you probably know this by now, but you're not doing it. That's the thing. And if you are, and if you're still having problems, I'm gonna get into some additional tactics that you can use on your sales calls. But does the perceived value outweighs the cost? So that's the next thing that you want to ask yourself. So is the outcome that you're promising worth more than the cost? Because if you're charging 20K for like three clients that are gonna be, lifetime value of them is gonna be 5K, that's not gonna make sense for the guy, even if he believes 100% confident. If he's 1000% confident that you can deliver, it's not gonna make sense for him to move forward because those five clients are only worth 15K in total, and if he's paying 20K, it doesn't make sense. And then, in order to close more people on your pricing model, is by adding incentives. Okay, that's what a lot of people, they don't do this, and I've seen all of these strategies right here. I've seen them work. So the first one is expanded methodology access. Very simple. You can just add a database reactivation, add some bonus that's going to get them even more results if they decide to move forward on the first call. Another one, locked pricing protection. You're going to be raising your prices in the next month, just the average FOMO. Another one is lower barrier to entry. So you can say something like you don't have to pay the setup fee if you get on board today, but we'll get you on the retainer model later on. But you don't have to pay the setup fee. That's another good one. And then dedicated support. So this is going to be specifically for the coaching guys, for the coaches, for consultants. Dedicated support, so they can get, let's say, an extra hour or less extra 30 minutes with you every single week. Very strong one. Enhanced risk reversal, another very strong one. So they can get an extra guarantee if they decide to move forward on the first call. And you can also do the reduced client workload. So you can do more of a done for you approach if they move on the first call. And the last one, I have the priority deployment. So if this is not going to be applicable for many of you, but if you have like a big list of people waiting for you, and if you only want to work with people who, you know, are action takers, I would just still recommend doing this. So this is actually prioritizing that client over the other ones. Now, these are just some ideas. I recommend you at least implement one incentive-based pricing, because that's gonna give, like, you're gonna be able to sign so much better people on your offer.